And I still do believe that visibility is like step one in creating an equitable, inclusive space. And seeing yourself in space is critical to manifesting that safety that we want to experience. So for me, it was really, really important that we get these rainbow pride flags up, that we get this training, that we start having these dialogues, and we have safer spaces for LGBTQ 2+ students or whatever. And when administration said, like, we'll look at it, we'll think about it, it was dragging on for so long that I knew it wasn't going to happen. And I was, I reported it to the Minister of Education at the time, Elizabeth Whitmer, and she wrote a letter back saying, we've spoken to the administration at your school board, none of these experiences of bullying are happening. So I literally got people who made fun of me to write letters and be like, on this date at this time, I made fun of Jeremy and never got in trouble for it. And so I had all of this evidence that I then used against my school board. And I sued them through the Ontario Human Rights Commission, and I won 3 years later. And what's interesting about the case, right, is that it wasn't like I submitted evidence, they looked at it, and I won. It was I submitted evidence, they wrote back, I wrote back, we both wrote back towards each other, and then we didn't reach a conclusion, so we went to mediation. And in mediation, the lawyer for the school board called me a faggot, And I'm sitting there being like, you're a lawyer, and I'm crying, and I'm like, I should have told, my mom offered to send me a lawyer, and I'm like, I should have taken them up on this, and I didn't. And it's just like, it was such a disaster. And then we go to tribunal, and the judges make this decision, and it's just like, done. And I walk away, and they're getting training for the school, and there's new books in the library, and there's a Gay Straight Alliance, and teachers got fired, and people lost their jobs, and I get $5,000, and it's over. And the definition of like, what does justice look like, I think was really tough for me, because the entire time we're doing this, all I want is an apology. Like, literally all I want is for you to say sorry and leave me alone forever. And it didn't happen. And I felt really guilty about taking the money, because the money is taxpayer money and it's not really school board money. And those are the programs and initiatives my school board should run. And it's why I took that money to start, at the time, Jared's Vision, and then the Center for Gender and Sexual Diversity, because I really wanted those equity pieces, not just for me, but for every student. And what's interesting is, like, now, 16 years later, it's like, equity is part of the dialogue and the conversation, and you can walk into schools and you can see rainbow pride flags. And for me, I mean, I feel like that is my, especially at my old high school, like, I mean, that's what I did, Those stickers are on those lockers in those classrooms because of me, and that's really cool, And also, I mean, I'm part of this legacy of queer and trans human rights activists, Gilbert invented the flag, I got the flag in my school. I mean, maybe not the same level of coolness, but still, I think pretty cool.